All right, guys, we are back live with the eSports Report daily update. Today is a beautiful Monday. Thank you for staying inside and watching your TV, smartphone, or you're watching on your Xbox console plugged into some monitor, possibly without speakers. However you're watching, you're awesome. Thank you for tuning in, and we are continuing. This is part 2 of our interview with Censor, the former captain of Strictly Business, now one of the new members of FaZe Black. Censor, you made a move this Saturday. Tell me about this new team. Who's on it? Who are you going to be playing with in the future?
FaZe Black is me, Proof, Formal, and Saints. We announced the team, I think, 2 days ago, and I couldn't be happier with the decision I made.
Here's a look at the squad. Of course, Matthew Piper. He was the main slayer for TK. Saints and Censor, you know these guys from Strictly Business. Saints was kind of the slayer, while Censor was taking the OBJ. And Proofy, this man, he does it all with the AR, also pretty nasty with the MTAR. Talk to me a little bit about this lineup. How did you choose to go with this squad?
Well, a lot of these people on Twitter are saying it's a God squad. I don't think of it that way. I just think it's a bunch of guys that want to win and a lot of talented players on one team. It's me, Saints, Proof, and Formal. And after the event, Proofy came up to us with the idea about FaZe Black. And Saints and Formal already wanted a team with each other. And Proofy told me about it. And it was an opportunity I just had to take. And I love the guys on the team. I think the team has a lot of potential. And I'm going to do the best I can with this team.
I know a lot of people are excited about it. Like you said, people are comparing you. Well, they're saying it's a God squad. This is a team that could dethrone complexity. How good do you think this squad can be, and what are the strengths of each player?
The strengths have to be the skill and the communication. I think me and Saints have a lot of chemistry together. We've been playing together for a long time. And Formal and Proof, a very good attribute about those two players is their mindset and their attitude towards the game. They're very well-spoken. They're very discreet, and not discreet, they're very detailed with how they talk and how they communicate. And on top of that, they're also very skilled. So I think our strength is going to be our communication and our individual gun skill.
Individual gun skill. Now, that is definitely something that I think all of you guys definitely have. The question for me is, who's the leader? Of course, you were a very vocal person, but there were a number of them on Strictly Business. Have you guys kind of talked about it? Is there an official captain for this squad?
Well, Proofy is the official captain. He actually talked to me privately and said, you know, you could be the in-game leader. I know you're very vocal, but as far as the team's concerned, Proofy is the captain of the team.
Okay, so are you going to be calling the shots, though, for example, when we go to things like Search and Destroy?
It's honestly, I don't know, to be honest with you. I think
Too early.
It's a little bit too early to tell. If I see something on the map, I'm gonna say something, and I'm gonna try to put my team in the best situations possible. But at the same time, I don't think it's a dictatorship. I don't think one person has control of what everyone does on the team.
Well, I'm excited for you. When Proofy told me about this lineup, I was like, ooh, that could do some damage. Of course, you and Saints playing together, you know each other. You know each other's play style in and out after all of MLG Season 1 for the COD League. What are you going to have to learn to adapt to now playing with the play styles of Proofy and Formal?
Well, I'll tell you this, Puckett. Unfortunately, although we lost the 2K yesterday, we scrimmed after that, and we also scrimmed before it. And I could say this on the record, I've never played more organized Call of Duty in my entire life. And you could ask any of the other players on the team. The way we meshed together was very, very good. The way that we pushed together, we communicated, we talked. Everything was so flawless, and I'm really excited to see how we could move forward with this team in the future and hopefully MLG and Gfinity events.
And who's your bomb carrier right now?
Right now it's me, but like I said, we still have a lot to work on. A lot of things are going to change with our search game. We're going to talk about it more, and we're probably going to devise some new strategies where I'm not the only person carrying the bomb.
I'm excited about it, man. I know there's a lot of questions around the COD League, and a lot of people kind of want to know the background. So first off, if you're comfortable with it, can you tell me why leave Strictly Business, a team that just proved that they're the 4th best in the entire world in Call of Duty, a squad that dethroned complexity, one of 2 teams to do that in the last year and a half, and a team that looks so strong when you're a spectator just watching this team on paper and in game. You guys looked as one of the best in the entire world, and you proved it.
Yeah, we proved it at the regionals. We got 4th at the World Championship. This decision, it really just was something to better and further my career in gaming. FaZe, you can't really turn it down. It's a huge organization. They got great people working for them. And honestly, I just saw this as a decision that I had to make. I had no intentions of leaving Strictly Business after World Champs, but once this came up, it's just something I had to jump on, to be honest.
And of course, we don't talk details and money and stuff like that on this show. But for those out there who are tuning in and might not really know, Strictly Business is still relatively young organization, still relatively small organization. FaZe, like you said, has been around. They have a huge group of guys that are not only on the competitive side, but also on the YouTube side. And what are your thoughts on team houses? Do you guys have any plans like that to kind of focus on Call of Duty more? Because I know that's something that Proofy is always looking for.
Yeah, before you ask me that question, I just want to go back a little bit. You said Strictly Business is a small and a young organization. I just want to say I've been with those guys since October. They made me their captain back in Black Ops 2. They wanted me to build a pro team, and I did everything they told me to. We worked really well together. They have a vision. They want to make esports the biggest it could possibly be, and they want to be another Optic, another FaZe, another Envy. So I really do wish those guys the best of luck, and the sky's the limit for them.
Yeah, and I think they totally could be the next Optic, could be the next Envy. Phenomenal team owners. The twin brothers. If you don't follow them on Twitter yet, make sure you're doing it now. It's S Business Gaming. Support the org. Well, Censor, let's talk about kind of the future now for FaZe Black. Do you guys have any plans other than competing in as many online tournaments and hopefully the COD League together?
Basically just streaming every day with the team, YouTube videos every single day, interacting with the fans on Twitter, being the best we could really be. And the reason why I wanted a team with Formal and Proof and not only go to FaZe, but the reason I wanted to be with these guys is because I like the way they think. I watch a lot of Call of Duty. I watch a lot of streams. I watch a lot of players. And I specifically watched a lot of FaZe because I had to play them at regionals in round one. And I watch TK a lot too. And I like the way that they interact with their teammates and their fan bases. So I think when you surround yourself with those types of people, it only makes you better too. So I'm really excited to work with these guys. And obviously, we want to go into a team house one day. We want to be the best team we could be. We want to win championships. We want to be complexity. Every team that's competing wants to do these things. But I have a lot of confidence in this group of people.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good to see what comes out. Of course, you guys fell just short in the online tournament. Let me pull up these stats here. Who did you guys fall to? Erupt?
Yeah.
And Erupt is the real deal. We'll get to that in our next segment as we cover what went down in the play-in tournament. But these guys are kind of like online superheroes. Zuma can snipe your face off at any moment. What went wrong in that match? I know it was only day 2 playing together.
Well, I mean, first of all, it's just the best of 3. So we won the first domination. We went up 1-0. But those guys are very good search and destroy players, and they've been playing together for a long time. And on top of that, they also play on the 360 all the time. We haven't played on the Xbox 360 in about a month. So I'm not trying to use that as an excuse, even though it comes off that way. But
the transition's not easy.
It's not, but they're a very good search and destroy team. We had no search and destroy strats. You put the 2 and 2 together. They beat us on the search. And they had the host for the last map, Freight Blitz. We just didn't play good Call of Duty. And, I like to say that when a team beats you or if you lose and you're not playing well or the other team is playing really well, I think you got to give them their credit and their recognition in order to move on and get better as a team and as a player. So whenever you lose, you got to take it as a learning lesson. You just got to move on from it and, be a better team from there.
Well, Censor, at this point, I'd love to open it up to some Twitter questions from the community here. You open for that? Feel free to say skip over any question you're uncomfortable with.
All right.
What did you think about Apathy making it to the finals with TK? Should he try and get a spot on Team Kaliber?
I think he played really well at Team Kaliber, if I'm not mistaken. I saw him drop 14 in one of the searches. He was going off in the Game 5 search against FaZe. He's a great player, one of my favorite teammates of all time. And, if he wants to join Team Kaliber, if he likes the way they play, then so be it.
Who is your favorite teammate you have ever played with?
Vengeance.
Vengeance?
Yes.
That was nice and fast there, my friend. Jonathan Tripp, JT Tripp wants to know, what do you think of Nadeshot, his play and him as a person? You can just answer the first part.
His play and him as a person. I don't really know Nadeshot that well. I mean, we went to his house. He drove us around at Chipotle. He said, if you need anything, let us know. They treated us like family, so that's all I have to say about him. And his play as a player, obviously he gets a lot of hate from the pro community, but you can't really knock him after the World Championships. He just placed third. He outplaced a lot of teams. He outplaced 27, 28 teams.
Yeah,
Obviously,
the
he's
man
better
had
than
one
all
of
those
his
players.
best events as well. We should go ahead and point that out. Next one here is from Bunchy. I think you've already answered this. After winning U.S. Championship, why did you decide to leave SB for the FaZe roster? Give me the 2-word answer.
Just to further my career. It's
Further
pretty
career.
simple. Yeah.
I like it. Where do you think Apathy will end up if not on TK?
If not on TK, I think he'll stay with Strictly Business and form his own team.
I like that. Let's keep going through here. Zach Attack just wants you to know that you're so well spoken and he loves your arms. They look jacked.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, man.
He's a good dude. Who should SB pick up? And now we have the hashtag #AskCensor semi-trending on my Twitter feed.
I don't know. I honestly can't tell you. I don't know. I don't really know who's a free agent out there. I know Parasite's struggling to find 3 players. He can't really find players. So if they can't find any players, then I don't know who SB is going to pick up. Maybe Killer, Miracles, Neslo, something like that. I honestly have no clue.
What's your favorite color?
Red.
It's too fast. I can't read questions fast enough. All right, I'm going to come up with a few. Favorite animal?
Dog.
Dog or cat?
Dog.
You already answered that. Small cat, big cat?
No cats.
No cats at all.
Cats,
Small dog,
no.
big dog.
Big dog.
Dinosaur or gummy bear?
Either.
All right, easy answer. Favorite protein?
FaZe Black.
Favorite protein as in Tein. Protein
sorry?
shake? I quit. Never mind.
Oh!
All right. I like it, though. Let's flex a little bit. We'll just shake that Oprah arm off. All right. All right, Doug, I don't know why I made it weird at the end. Thank you for coming on the show today. Best of luck with FaZe Black. Where can we catch you guys?
On our Twitch channels /Censor/Formo/Proofy and /SaintsRSF, I believe.
And you got a YouTube channel?
Yeah, youtube.com/sensation with the 1 instead of an I.
You focusing on YouTube now?
Every single day, Puckett.
Welcome to the FaZe clan, my friend. All right, guys, we're going to commercial break. Make sure you're following Censor on Twitter. He is FaZe_Censor, CENSOR. We will return when we come back. We're talking about the play-in tournament. I'm going to have some very special guests coming on to break down all of that action, as well as the 2K, the eSports Report Daily Update continues live from New York City.